Boker Tov, we are in Mishlei Perek Yud Aleph, Pasuk Yud Daled. One Pasuk for today, how Shlomo HaMelech teaches us about how to strategize for war. And the Gaon Mevilna explains and expounds on this more. Be'en tachbulot yipol am. Without strategy, a nation will fall. Utshua, but the salvation is berov yoetz, with an abundance of advice. So the Gaon Mevilna explains the following: that if there's no strategies when it comes to war, now this is applicable to war. He says, of course, it's applicable to other things, which we're going to speak about at the end. When there's no strategies when it comes to war, then even if you have a big army, if there's no strategies, you could very much easily fall. You need strategy. What's the strategy? What's the salvation? So that's Ben tachbulot yipol am. Am is a nation. A whole nation will fall if there's no strategies. But the salvation is with an abundance of advice. So he explains as follows. What the two, he says, two paths of how things don't work, and then he explains the third way how things do work when it comes to war, and then again he applies it to when we see Torah, etc. First way is a person, let's say, is a leader, and he relies on himself. So this person that relies on himself is people are not perfect, and if you only rely on yourself, you're bound to make a mistake, and without any advisors whatsoever, without anybody giving you, and you're just the supreme leader, whatever it is, that's not good, and it will fail. The second is, if you have people under you, but everybody has to agree. Everybody has to agree. It's either going to be this way or this way. Everyone has to agree, and this leader's on top of things. Is okay. Everybody agrees to this. Everybody agrees to this. That also is not good, because then you're taking away each person's ability to give etzah, ability to give advice, and basically saying, well, okay, I have to agree to this or I have to agree to this. So they all are as if like one group, but that's also like one leader, so to speak, that is making the decisions kind of on his own. So the way it should be is that you need many advisors. And advisors is that everyone has the opportunity to give an etzah. Everyone has an opportunity to give their strategy, their advice. And then there needs to be one person that takes all these advices and puts them into, and really goes through and thinks about every single advice, and then chooses the best advice, because there needs to be a leader, there needs to be a decision maker. So all these people are advisors, and there needs to be a person that oversees every advice, and then makes a decision. So too, when it comes to the milchama against the Yetzer Hara, and also in Torah learning. So we have our heart. He says that our heart advises us, or we based on who we are, this is a good thing to do, this is not a good thing to do. And sometimes we're not sure. If we go with ourselves only, we're bound to fail. If we go with people that, we ask people, but really we want to hear what we want to hear, or everyone has to agree to what I say, that also doesn't work. But you go with yourself, he says, go with yourself first. And then go to tzaddikim, go to wise people for advices. How I should act in this way, how should I act in this way? Get those advices. But then ultimately, this is your life, ultimately it's yourself, and make that decision. But the fact is that you heard different advices. And so too when it comes to Torah learning, what should I learn, how should I learn, etc. Not just on your own, but also with the advices around. Bezrat Hashem, may we recognize that he throws in at the end that a person, Ezu chacham halomed mikol adam. Who's the wise person? The person that learns from everyone. And recognizing that everyone has something that I can learn from is something that's going to make me more into a chacham. And therefore taking each person's etzah, each person's advice, each person's wisdom to make a proper decision. Bezrat Hashem, may we see the great strategies and etzot come to fruition in the war that we're fighting as a nation, and in our own personal Yetzer Hara battles, and Bezrat Hashem will become victorious in all fronts. Have a good day, everyone. Baruch Adonai Le'olam. Amen. Ve'amerbi Chananya ben Akasham Ratzak Kadosh Baruch Hu lezakot et Yisadaficha Chibra Lem Torah Moshe Ne'emar Adonai Chavetz Man Tzidko Yagdil Torah ve'yadir. Amen.